Alright, this lesson is on words and expressions. Alright, the first definition we want to know is what is a numerical expression? So numerical expressions contain a combination of numbers and operations. And when we talk about operations, that's addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if we look at our examples, our first one has 3 numbers and 2 operations. Okay, so that meets our definition, has a combination of numbers and operations. Our second one also has 3 numbers, and we have a plus sign as one of our operations. And these parentheses right here, that means multiplication. So anytime a number and a parenthesis are next to each other and there's not an addition, subtraction, multiplying, or dividing sign, that means to multiply. In our third example, we again have 3 numbers, and we also have subtraction sign and a multiplication sign. With numerical expressions, they are going to be written in word form, and we are going to have to translate them into numerical expressions. So they're going to be written in words, and we want to take the words and write numbers and operation signs. So there's going to be some very important words, because not all the time are you going to see addition or subtraction. They're going to be written as other words. So when we're talking about addition, we are going to have plus, total of, increased by, combined, add, sum, more than, and in all. There might have other words that you know of that you can also write down. Make sure you write down all of these words. When we're talking about subtraction, you might hear subtract, take away, decrease by, fewer, minus, less than, and difference. And again, if you know of any other words, go ahead and write those down as well. Alright, there's also different words for multiplication and division. So when we talk about multiplication, there is times, double, triple, product, multiplied by, of, twice. And again, there might be other words that you might know. For division, we have quotient of, per, divided by, half, and split up. So make sure you have all these written down. Pause the video if you need to. So let's do a couple of examples. So there's going to be an example of phrases, and we are going to have to write the expression for that phrase. So the things that I do when I look at the phrase, I underline or circle the important words and also figure out the numbers that are written in word form. So we have the sum of 9 and 12. Right away, you should recognize 9 and 12. Those are going to be our 2 numbers. Alright, and another key word I see here is sum. And if you forget or you already know, sum means to add. So to write this as an expression, we have 9 plus 13. Okay, we have 9 and 12, the sum of 9 and 12. So we have 9 and 12. Ooh, I don't know why I wrote 13. 12, sorry. The next phrase, we have the difference of 15 and 10. Right away I see 15 and 10. Those are going to be our numbers. Another important word I see is difference. Difference means to subtract. So we have 15 and 10. We're taking the difference of it. So it's going to be 15 minus 10. Alright, we have some more examples. Oops, I'm writing on this already. So we're going to want to translate verbal phrases into expressions. That would be an example of what your directions might say. So we have the difference of 18, and that's supposed to be a 13. Okay, we talked about in our last example, difference means to subtract. So I'm going to go over here, and that's going to be 18 minus 13. That's the sign that is missing. Example 2, we have the quotient of 81 and 9. Okay, so we know our two numbers are going to be 81 and 9. When we talk about quotient, we mean to divide. So it's going to be 81 divided by 9. It says the total students if there are 7 boys and 11 girls. So we have 7 and 11, and when we talk about total, we're talking about adding. So it's going to be 7 plus 11 if we want to know how many total there are.